That's
This is what we have learned since our preliminary task from our final product.
We're more thorough because we planned our shots and they were a lot more detailed. We spent a lot more time on the duration of the filming, which is why we managed to make it so detailed.
We used a lot more variety with our cinematography angles, such as a lot more mid shots, or long shots, pulls we also used a lot more establishing shots to set the scene and to see and to show the viewer more of the set around us for future reference.
We've learnt a lot about the understanding of film genres and the traits. We learned about the costume, makeup, setting, lighting, angles, the shots.
And also examples of costume that we used were sunglasses on me with a black jacket.
And I was wearing a balaclava because I was the robber.
So there's definitely a lot more that's been changed since preliminary task to our final product, which comes with costume. So that's definitely an improvement there. A lot more care has gone into our final product. So like we said before, the planning has improved. Also the care of lighting, all the 4 key areas have improved massively. And we also used a lot more creative ways of filming, such as using a GoPro for the shot going down the alley of the first person's perspective of the robber. That gave more depth into the thought of our planning, and also depth for the viewer and how he thought or she on the film.
We learned a lot more about titles from the preliminary task, like making them bigger so they stand out more, making them like a different colour from the background.
And also having an outline of white around it so it stands out for the viewer to see, so they can read it easily and clearly. There's also a couple of things we could have worked on.
Like acting, like being better at acting.
Yeah, being a lot better at acting and not being as cringy towards the camera, since there were a few times where there was a bit like, with the posture not being as correct as we wanted it to be for that particular character, but obviously we're filmmakers, not as much acting roles.
We could have like asked someone to be our actors, but we didn't have much notice.
Yeah, we didn't really take that into consideration. More variety of cinematography angles could have been used a little bit more, since we were a bit bland on using mid shots for the most of the time, just to get more perspective of how the posture, linking again to the posture of how our character was in the film, and how he got from A to B. So how my character got from being outside to on top of the roof, shooting down the robber to save the day. Just examples like that is really important for cinematography angles, which can be improved for next time.
We've improved our lighting skills a lot more.
So due to using room shots to outline light around the character, so most of the time the light was behind us, and it gave us more of an outline of the shape of the character and showed the audience how clear the character was for them to see. There was also low-key lighting as well.
So these have been the things that we've improved on a lot more since our first preliminary task, and some of them being things that we could have improved more on during the year.